Hello everyone, I'm on my break, and as you've probably seen the photo probably of sweater. Maybe I'll make a photo right now because that'll be more related, and then I'll tell you more about it after giving you a quote for today, because I have a quote which I'm happy about. I haven't made a quote last time because nothing ringed, so therefore nothing rings. I will definitely need to, for sure, emphasize where's the back, where's the front for this, because every time you'll be checking, because I made it a little bit less. So how do I know? This is a little red section. This is a bigger section. So this is back, bigger, front, less. So BB, back, bigger, or longer. Well, BB, go BB. So that way I would know. So I will have to shift this a little bit center, dig down this little piece, make a bow. That's why I do it. Anyway, if you don't know, go check my last episode because I finished sweater. And still, today is Friday, the 7th of November, 2025. I haven't washed it, which if you hear word blocked it, sometimes I use it, but blocking is more that you're washing something and you put it properly flat on something, like, you know, sometimes even you put pins to make it like shaped and stuff. If you hear that from me, that's probably not a proper definition of blocking, which basically would mean that I just wash it, squeeze in a towel, and then just lay it flat on some dryer, like, you know, IKEA one. That's what I have. Anyway, if you browse through my videos, definitely you find some. I would definitely tell you in regards to socks, there's some video about how I fold socks or something. I may include that how I dry there, so you could see probably the rack thing. Sometimes people who I think use the rack. So let's take a lovely photo. So and now the quote before I start talking and start doing things, and before my break, because I need to do it before and after. Therefore, every stitch I put in, every stitch I take out, tells the story of creation and transformation within me. Because if you has been coming here and listening to my little videos about me knitting, somehow through some period of time, if I'm not knitting a sock, I'm just making mistakes. And in the color work for me lately, and in the previous sweater too, this is the same kind of sweater designed by Skein Deer Knits, and I finished an adult sweater. I modified it. I have a shorter sleeves of that, which works beautifully for me because probably I will just wear it on the 1st of December and clean the house in it or something. I don't know, you know. Working mom basically. But it happened before in that one, and it happened again over here. That, check this out. We have this little motif, and the big motif, little motif, big motif. And then we have a big motif again. Therefore, I have a marker. Therefore, things are happening. Things are happening, unfortunately. I'm not going to pull fully because I need to catch the things, but just to show you can do it without worrying too much for a while, and then leave a bit, then pick up all around, and then you can finish the frogging bit. So, again, somehow I'm not learning on my mistakes. And I put in stitches, I take them out through the period of previous sweater, and this sweater looks the same. This one was very like beginning yoke stuff. So this is a creation. I know I create a sweater, but it's probably creation of my own persistence. I think that's the word we're looking for. What else? Continually making sure that I'm still sane, and that transforms for sure. And especially if I continue and I fix and I go back and finish the whole thing, I'm not going to leave it on for a while. Definitely just put some meaningful stuff in my brain for the future. Therefore, again, I recommend you to find some creative outlet. There's many things that you need to decide on. There's many things that you need to pick and choose and make errors, fail on something, completely leave it go or transform or move somewhere else. I think that's just a practice that you can transform into your life, hopefully. Okay, But another thing that I have, and hopefully I have it here with me, is the pair of socks that I started. And I think it's in the bag. Let's slightly have a peek without moving you, because I had a bag with socks on. Okay, I think it's 5 minutes. I don't want to take more of your time, and I really want to start knitting too. So just to let you know quickly, hopefully I'll show you in the next episode that I started socks. And in the previous episode I showed you the yarn, and I told you I'm going to tell you about it, and like somehow slipped. And I did start it. I started with a white toe. I did 10, so I did 20 rounds toe up. And I went to 48 stitches. 48 stitches for me is comfortable to go on the 9-inch circular knitting needles to knit in around. And I decided to do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So that's what I'm doing. And sometimes when my days are very low energy and stuff like that, I'm not going to this one. I'm just knitting on the sock. Today I have maybe 60%, 70%, which is quite good. So I'm kind of willing to do this, willing to start again. And so on and so forth. News. We've been on YouTube Premium for a while, and I don't know, I've never really clicked to me that you can actually have another app which is called YouTube Music, and I just started using it from podcasts and for for the music. I've never really done music. And I found a really cool one that's kind of like motivate. When you're really, really down, this is the song you need to hear. So if you're interested in what song I'm talking about, which is completely random, first person come up with it, and she's shocked that people are listening to it, just comment down below and I reply to you if you're interested. So that's that. I think that's all. I hope you like the quote, and see you in the next one. Hopefully you have an amazing weekend. And yeah, a bit time. Relax, because probably that's what I want. I would sleep. I would love to sleep. I want a good nap. Anyway, bye. I don't want to go, but I will. In case you're interested to check my patterns, I would suggest you to go down below and check out the free patterns over there, the way I write patterns. So that kind of gives you a glimpse. And then if you want to support me, support this channel, you can go and join this channel, knittingILove, to gain access to all my patterns. So level 1 will be all socks patterns, which is over 30. My preferred method of designing and knitting is toes up, therefore that's how it's written down over there. And and the full patterns will be over 60 patterns over that, so check them out. I probably should prepare something more in regards like what kind of patterns, like even photos and stuff, but for me time is precious, and one day I'll do it to show it to you. I would maybe refer to you to Ravelry if you're there, and just to go and find me there and you could see. I don't sell anymore over there. Like I said, I give you access to all my patterns through knittingILove YouTube channel when you became a member. So thank you so much for those who joined, because I see that the number is getting higher, which is like surprising for me, and at the same time I'm very grateful for you. And yeah, till the next one. Bye bye.